coming at you. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Minnesota Twins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Steven Kwan leading things off and takes a strike. Got the bat going too soon and strike two.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Kyle Manzardo, batting with one down, takes a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground to third. Oh, nice play. Fires to first. Oh, the throw is over his head. And this ball is going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it. Cost him an extra base, too.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Right through there for a strike. Man at second. Now 1-1.
1-1. Ball, that's low.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Struck him out without a swing. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Santana. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Two outs and one in scoring position. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Ball one, no strikes. Thomas, a strong arm center fielder, hitting fifth in today's lineup. And he was a fifth-round pick back in 2014. Two outs. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. And that one is gone. So he blasts one out the other way, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Angel Martinez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 out, space is empty. And it's fouled away. That one
That's
just missing inside. Now 1-2. That one missed. Misses inside. And now it's 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left side, Larnach nabs it, and that is that. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Target Field, and today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Ball.
Willie Castro, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Thomas makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board, and that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
Thomas makes the play, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Trevor Larnach. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It's 0-1.
And that's too high. A changeup missing. 2-1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Just inside, and now it is filled up.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. Lopez back to work. That's down
One ball,
and in.
no strikes.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Wallner calls it in, and there's one away. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
He swings and fouls one off. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Man at first, stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Man at first, one away. Way high with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. 2 gone.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Kwan stands in now and watches strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. 1 left for the Guardians, but they lead it 3-0. Back in Minnesota, here's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now.
That's a ball.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy. as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And a pitch. Just missed.
1-1.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Onto the patio and gone. See you later. He'll circle the bases, and they inch closer. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now the first baseman, Ty France. First pitch misses.
That's the ball.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Brennan. He's got it, and that's the inning. 1 run closer on this solo shot for the Twins. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Struck out looking his first time. Foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 2 away. Two down, bases empty. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1. And ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3, and the score stays 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Brooks Lee. Right through there for a strike. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That one 95 to finish him off. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. There's a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
That one in the dirt,
1-2.
and it's 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Castro in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Outside. And a curve misses outside. Carlos Correa in the on-deck circle for the Twins. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now Correa up to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. That one at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
1-2.
Castro, the runner at first with 2 gone. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. Guardians 3 and the Twins 1. On to the 4th. So in now for Cleveland, Lane Thomas. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Fly to left his first time.
That's a ball. 1-0.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-1's the count.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Swings over the top of that one. In the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Two outs, base is empty. Will Brennan digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Brennan measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019. 2 outs. That misses.
That missed. That's a ball.
And 1-1.
1-1. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Went with the sweeper for the strike. On the ground to third. Lewis throws to first, and that will end the inning. The Guardians go down in order as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Trevor Larnach. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's Byron Buxton. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Guardians leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now here is Matt Wallner.
1-0.
Next one is off the plate. And the count now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Misses outside, and now 3-0. Royce Lewis hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat, and they'd love to give him a shot here.
And there's the automatic. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
Full count.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Lewis stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Oh, 0-1 now. And that drops in for a strike. Wallner leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball.
And that's outside, and it's 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And there's a ball. Ty France in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Cut out and miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 4. Guardians 3, and the Twins 1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now Bo Naylor. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Lewis makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's Brian Rocchio.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 2 in this one. On the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one
One
way
ball, 2
outside.
strikes.
Now 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, but they still lead it 3-1. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Twins, Ty France. Bybee back to work. And that's off
a ball.
the inside edge. 1-0.
1 ball.
Well,
no
these
strikes.
Twins, they're being honest with themselves, struggling to make contact in this one. The
Hey-ya.
strikeout has been a big issue, but at
1-1.
least they're going down swinging. Got to get the ball in play, though. It's time to change up the approach to focus on making simple contact and just go from there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Upstairs.
Nope, ball. 2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus.
No,
but
that's a ball.
they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next offering
That's a ball.
upstairs. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-2. And that
Full
skips
count.
in the dirt. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying, and it bangs off the top of the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
1 out, runner at second. And next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And takes low for ball 1. Man at second. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was
1-2
sitting off speed
count.
there.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Lee over at second, one down. Had a good eye there.
That's the ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Two down. Fastball is outside. Willie Castro in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
This is Willie Castro. Splits the plate. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And now the 0-1.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down.
1-1.
Slapped foul. Out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. One left for Minnesota. And they still trail it here, 3-1. Back in Minnesota, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. That's in there. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe, the left-hander, up and throwing. Alcala, a right-hander, loosening up as well.
You can do it, Quinn. Yeah.
Foul ball there. And 1-2.
1-2.
And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he dodges that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And now it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ramirez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
1-2.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Santana in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Way
1 ball, 1
inside,
strike.
gets out of the way.
Nope. Ball. Hit it.
Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So they go quietly there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Guardians 3 and the Twins 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Twins, Carlos Correa. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. And Correa retired. Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. That's in there. Strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
1 down, base is empty. Slap the other way, foul. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton, just off the inside edge.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Hard ground ball for base stop. Thomas whips it in quickly, and 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Back-to-back singles, just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Tanner Bybee out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herron.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
2 on, 1 out. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. And fouled off. Larnach, the lead runner at second. Buxton over at first with one away. Just
That's the ball.
missed. Swing and a miss at a slider.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Hit slowly on the ground. Santana. Sirocchio at second for one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. A strong showing there from the Cleveland bullpen. We're through 6 full. Guardians 3 and the Twins 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jorge Alcala.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Lane Thomas. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Alcala, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Off the mark there. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to
2 strikes.
miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Angel Martinez now at the plate.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one
That's
is
the ball.
inside ball 1. And now 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one fouled off, 2 and 2. In the air on the infield, Lewis puts it away for the out. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
1 and 2.
Bringing the
Count.
cheese on that one.
In the air, right side. Wallner brings it in with a nice running grab. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hunter Gaddis.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next to hit, Ty France. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
The Guardians trying to protect a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in the dirt. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Paul Sewald, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Smith also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
And that's down and away.
Excellent location right there. Flirted with the zone, tried to get in the chase.
That one inside. Counts full, 3-2.
Full count.
About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
So up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee, 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. A little bit low.
Ball, that's down.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Danny Coulombe.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Check swing, and he held up.
1-0.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Brian Rocchio will hit next. And a strike in there. Activity in the bullpen. Michael Tonkin warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Stewart warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Oh, and he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Ripped on the ground to second. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Strike on the outside, and the count is 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Headed towards the corner, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in there. That's a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
And here is Kyle Manzardo. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
That's inside.
1-1. No, that's down. Ball.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Emmanuel Clase, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know